Hey everyone, welcome back. We love diving deep into these topics that you guys are curious about, and this one came up a lot in the comments. We're talking about ChiroThin today.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of buzz around it, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
especially from chiropractors, right? We came across this conversation between a chiropractor and a supplement company rep, and it really kind of caught our attention. We're not just looking at weight loss on its own here. It's more about how chirotin it's being presented as this kind of game changer for chiropractic practices. Bringing in new patients, really boosting business.
Right, and that's what makes this so interesting to look at. I mean, when you think about it, there's a massive market for weight loss, right?
Oh yeah.
Way bigger than maybe a lot of people realize.
I mean, I'd imagine like more people want to lose weight than go to the chiropractor.
Oh, absolutely. You're talking way more. Over half of all adults in the U.S., according to some studies, want to lose weight. And get this, almost a third are actively trying to lose weight right now.
Wow.
And compare that to the 8% or so who actually seek out chiropractic care.
So you're saying there's like this untapped well of potential patients just waiting.
Exactly. And that's what ChiroThin is really trying to tap into, right? It's presenting itself as this bridge between this massive market and the chiropractic world.
So then how is it different than any other diet out there? What's the Keratin approach?
Well, they emphasize a holistic approach. They talk about how excess weight really puts stress on your body in three key ways. You've got physical stress, chemical stress, and even emotional stress.
Okay, so break that down for me a little bit. Like, what does that actually, look and feel like for someone who's carrying extra weight?
Sure. So, I mean, picture your nervous system, right? It's this intricate, complex system, and it's supposed to be working in this finely tuned way. But when you've got all this extra weight, it's like throwing a wrench in the gears. The physical stress, that's the most obvious one, right? You've got extra strain on your joints, your back, your knees, just your whole body's working harder. But then you've got the chemical stress too. That's things like hormone imbalances, insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, all these things that just really throw your body out of whack.
So if I'm understanding this right, all that stress impacts the effectiveness of chiropractic care.
Absolutely. It's like, trying to tune a piano while someone's banging on the keys. It's not going to work as well. But when you address that underlying stress, when you reduce the weight, the body becomes much more receptive to adjustments. The nervous system can actually function the way it's supposed to.
Makes sense.
And then there's the emotional component, right? I mean, when you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to stick with healthy habits. It's kind of this ripple effect.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're talking about running a practice, right?
Mhm.
And that's a business. So how does Chirotin stack up from a business perspective?
Well, they claim a pretty impressive 13 to 1 return on investment.
Wow.
And the average program costs around $799. So there's potential there, right? They also emphasize the efficiency of the program. So follow-up visits, they're designed to be quick, maybe just 7 to 15 minutes,
Oh, wow. Okay.
which, that means chiropractors can see more patients in a day, and it makes their time, more valuable.
Yeah, less time spent with each patient, but maybe more patients overall.
Exactly. So it's kind of a win-win in that sense, right? The chiropractor benefits, and the patients, they get the support they need to lose weight.
But, I mean, it can't all be sunshine and roses, right? There's got to be some downsides or potential challenges. Did the conversation, did it touch on any of that?
Yeah, they did actually. They talked about they actually used these really catchy terms. They called them shiny object syndrome and smartest person in the room syndrome.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see how those could be tempting, especially for chiropractors who are, maybe already successful. So tell me a little more about that. Like why are those a problem?
So shiny object syndrome, right? It's that thing where you're always chasing after the next big thing, the latest fad,
Right.
but you're never really fully committing to one approach. And that can lead to, lack of follow through, inconsistent results. You're not really giving anything a chance to work.
And smartest person in the room syndrome.
Yeah, that's the one where practitioners think, "Oh, I can improve on this. I'm smarter. I'm going to tweak things."
Yeah.
But the thing is, those modifications can really backfire. And ChiroThin really stresses the importance of sticking to the program. They've tested it, they've refined it, they know it works.
So trust the process.
Exactly.
Okay. But, I mean, how do we know it actually works, right? Are there any real world success stories. Did they talk about that at all?
Yeah, they did. They actually highlighted how some top-performing clinics are using ChiroThin to consistently grow their practice. They're attracting all these new patients, and it's all through ChiroThin. It seems to be a really effective way to introduce people to chiropractic care in general.
So, okay, for our listeners who are, maybe intrigued by all of this, they want to learn more. What would you say are the next steps for them to explore Chirotin further?
Well, they suggest going to the website, either chiroThin.com or shopchiroThin.com.
Okay.
And you can register there to get more in-depth information and kind of start that onboarding process.
All right. So to sum it all up,
Yeah.
it seems like Chirotin, it's not just about weight loss, right? It's more like a complete system. It's designed to help chiropractors build their practices.
Exactly. I mean, by addressing a really common health concern like weight loss, ChiroThin gives chiropractors this really unique way to connect with a much larger audience and potentially, help more people discover the benefits of chiropractic care.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely an interesting approach. It's something to think about for sure. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Chirotin. I hope you all found it insightful, and we will see you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.